Creepy Cutie Crafty.
Hello and welcome back again to Creepy Cutie Crafty. Welcome back again to yet another crafting video. This one's a little bit of a revisit to a previous craft that we've tried, and I'll be interested to see how this one turns out. So once again we have our little Funko Pop DIY, and I'm going to turn this into a new character. I've got my epoxy sculpt here, which I've used previously on these things. It's a two-part epoxy clay. You mix it all up together in equal amounts and then you can mold it into whatever you want it to be. It's used quite a lot for doll custom remakes and things like that, and that's what I'm going to be using it for today. I've also got some nice coloured lace and ribbon here, and I've got my non-latex rubber gloves. You wear these when you mix the epoxy sculpt together. It smells for some reason like a very sweaty armpit. Make of that what you will, but the end results are very much worth it, and I can paint the final figurine with my acrylics to get it nice and brightly coloured. That's your clue. It's going to be brightly coloured. What do you think we're going to be doing today? Well, I'm going to be having a go at turning this little Funko Pop, if you can see it there with the light shining off of it. I'm going to be turning this little female character into a Harajuku Decora girl. Now, if you don't know what Harajuku Decora style is, it's a Japanese fashion style. The people who enjoy dressing up, they dress up in as brightly coloured outfits and costumes as they possibly can. I'll put a few examples up on the screen here, and in this culture there is no such thing as too much. So they've got hair slides in their hair, they've got big chunky boots, they've got beads, they've got ribbons and lace and fluff and as many textures as humanly possible, as many colours as humanly possible, and they've even added plasters onto their faces in different colours. And so I'm going to attempt to turn this into a Harajuku Decora girl. Let me know if you had a Funko Pop DIY like this. Did you turn it into anything else? Did you want to turn it into a superhero figure or some other kind of figure? We did do this before. Squinks turned her female figure into Lady Dimitrescu from Resident Evil. I turned mine into a sort of steampunk image. Like I say, let me know down in the comments below. Have you had a go with these Funko Pop DIYs? Have you had a go at doing Decora style? What did you dress up as? Any photos, any pictures, if you want to share them with us, feel free to put them onto my Facebook page or to my Instagram post. The links to both are in the description box down below there somewhere. And remember, of course, to like and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any new videos of me making a fool of myself trying out new crafts. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get on with it. And we've got a little figurine here. Now, it's already primed. Basically, it means it's easier for clay and things to grip onto it. First thing I'm going to do is work on the shoes, make them maybe a little bit more chunky, and then I'm going to start on the top and then on the head. So let's get the epoxy sculpt. Epoxy sculpt comes in two parts. You've got part A and part B. The thing to remember about this stuff is you don't mix it until you're ready to use it, because it does go off fairly quickly, and if you accidentally get a little piece of this into this, it's going to set this off, and vice versa. So when you take it out of the pots, take it out with separate tools, and whilst you're mixing it, it's a good idea to wear some of these. Once it's actually mixed, you don't need to worry so much. You can go barehanded again, but whilst you're mixing it, having gloves is a good idea. Aside from anything else, it is really stinky and you don't want to get that stink into your hands. I'm going to use that one for that one, and that one for that one. Remember, whatever you take out, you're going to be using double of, so that's more than enough for that one. And then just start to blend them together. So you can see they are slightly different colours. You've got the darker and the lighter. Once it's an even colour throughout, then you know it's fully mixed and you can start to actually mould with it. There we go, nice and even all the way through. So now I can take off my gloves. Let's get started on the boots. Once you get the pieces in place, you can use a little dab of water just to smooth it all in place. And this stuff will stick to pretty much everything, so just be careful. Right, that's the hues finished, and I'm going to use the rest of this to start making some space buns. So I'm just going to make a couple of balls like this. I'm going to put those on the back just to set up a little bit. Okay, so we're back again. It's now starting to set. It's not completely firmed up, but it's getting there. You might be able to tell a little bit of difference in the sound quality. Genius that I am, I sorted out some new recording software, and then I forgot to turn it on. So, yay. Hopefully now it'll sound a little bit better. So I've finished the boots. They're sort of chunky. The next thing I'm going to do is start on the hair. Now, I said I was going to do some space buns. They're like those buns with lace and things around the edge that stand on each side like that. These are the bases for them. They're still firming up, so I'm going to leave them on the side, but I'm going to do the hair. So back on with my lovely gloves. All I'm going to do with this is make thick strands of hair. That's the base of the hair done. I think that texture is working quite well. What do you think? Hello. Anyway, I'm going to make a fur-lined collar. So for that one, just getting a long snake of clay, then wrapping it around, and then come in with a pointing tool and just rough it up. We're back again, and this is set pretty hard. What we're going to do now is put on the space buns and a skirt. Back on with these smexy gloves. Same as we did with the collar. I'm just going to wrap this around the wrist and then add some texture. And now I'm going to add a skirt. Looking at it face on so I can see that the space bonds are sort of even. Makes it looking quite cute. There we go. That's it for today. Going to leave her to set up. Tomorrow I'm going to come in with paint. See you in a bit. Okay, we're back again, and she's all nice and set hard. I'm going to just take out the tinfoil that was supporting her skirt. As I said before though, epoxy sculpt does stick to just about everything, including tinfoil. Okay, so we're now ready for the next part, which is going to be paint. So I've got some nice bright colours here. I'm going to line them up so I can see what I've got. A lot of these are going to be mixed with white anyway to make them as pale as possible, but I've got some neon colours as well. And we've got some iridescent green there as well. So, what am I going to start with? So I'm going to lie down. Behave yourself. I'm going to go for a mix of Naples yellow. Don't know why it's Naples yellow, but apparently it's Naples yellow. Blue. Fluorescent orange. I also need to do some flesh colour for her face. Going to use some of this iridescent green yellow for the skirt and the top. Going to do some blonde at the base of the hair and then bright colours at the ends, almost like she's got dyed hair. Trying to spread it fairly thinly so I don't lose all that texture that I put into the hair. Okay, so her hair, what colour should I do? I think I'm going to go with pink, a little bit of blue and a little bit of red. I might lighten this blue up a little bit. I'm going to leave this to dry for a few minutes and then come back for the last bit. She's pretty much dry. I've done all the painting that I'm going to do, but I haven't finished quite yet. As you can see on the table here, I've got some various bits of lace and ribbon. This lovely pink ribbon has wire in it so it can hold its shape. I've also got some lace here. I've also got some beads. Over here I've got some sequins that I'm thinking of turning into hair slidey type things. See how we go. So I've got these two here. I've already cut them in half. I'm going to move her over to the sides and I'm going to use a needle and a thread to do some gathering. I'm going to fold this in half. I'm going to make sure there's a nice long end on here so I can tie it up when I've finished. I'm going to put the needle on the side over here so I don't lose it and see if I can gather this. That's one space bond done. On to the second one. Looking pretty good, I think. What do you think? I'm going to try and put some lace under the skirt. It sort of works. I'm just going to use a couple of these to make some bracelets. Can you even see these beads? They are teeny tiny. And then I've got some of these colourful sequins and I'm going to see if I can pick out a couple just to use as hair slides. Or I'm just going to pour the whole lot onto the table because equally is good, I guess. Yeah, there's some nice ones there. I'm going to have that on the side just in case. I'm just going to use white glue. I'm not going to do anything super duper special. And we are done. There we go. So we've got our completed little Harajuku Decora style girl there. If I'd done it again, I think I would have changed these sequins to something a bit more handmade, a bit more effective, but I think they work. I really like the way the lace on the space buns has worked, and I do like the way that I've done her hair and her face. Let me know what you think of it down in the comments. I'm going to post a couple of pictures of it on the screen now. Let me know what you think of that down in the comments below. And whilst you're there, remember to like and subscribe. All those things will help my little channel to grow. I'm going to be revisiting this sometime in the near future because I also have a male Funko DIY body. I don't know quite what I want to do with that one though. This one was cute and brightly coloured and all that sort of stuff, but I think what I'm going to do for the next one will be something darker, so maybe a goth or a demon. Any ideas or which creation you would like me to have a go at? Let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching it this week. I look forward to next week's video. I will see you then. Bye bye.